Think about me. Hey people, welcome to my first IG live in 2024. How have you all been? Ooh, feels new here. Feels new here. Hi. I see you, Miss Sharon. I see you all jumping in. How are you doing? Please let me know where you're joining me from. Just type in your name and where you're joining from, okay? Hey, Queen Chisom, I see you. I see Berry G. I see Vivian. Thank you all so much for joining. Baby Things and More, I see you. Queen UC, I see you. Queen Atinuke, I see you. It's been a long time. Just let me know your name and where you're joining from so we can start. So we're talking about I'm going to do a quick introduction. So for those of you who are joining me for the first time, I will do a quick introduction. Just type why your husband treats you badly in the comment section so I can pin it, because that's the topic for tonight. Why your husband treats you badly. Can somebody quickly type that, and then I will welcome a few more people, introduce myself, and we'll hit the ball or hit the ground running. Who is typing that? Why your husband treats you badly? Who is doing that for me? Hey, Intimacy Masters, I see you. Thank you, Queen Grace. We have our first person to catch on. All right. So just quickly let me know your name, where you're joining me from, okay? Your name and where you're joining. And keep the hearts coming. Keep the hearts coming, Queen. Thank you so much for joining. So I have Queen Grace all the way from UK. Welcome. Welcome. Tammy all the way from Bonny Island. I love it. Thank you, Chisom, for typing the topic for tonight. All right, thank you all for jumping in here. My name is Cecilia Ago, for those of you who may be meeting me for the first time or watching me for the first time. So I'm supposed to also go live on YouTube, but for whatever reason, I'm not able to do that on my laptop. Find out your son is Please let me know. I see you, Queen Jessica. I see you, Queen Ebu from Lagos. Queen Jessica from Lagos. People should not mind this Queen Jessica. This one is our Oga. It's one of our Ogas in this space. Yes, of course, Queen Atinike from Osun State. Can anybody see the topic? I pinned it, but it's not showing. Can you all see the topic? Please let me know. I pinned the topic, but for whatever reason, it is not showing. Okay, I think I can now go live on YouTube. I'll just go on my phone. Okay. So yes, I'm live on YouTube as well. The topic for tonight, go live. Yeah, okay. Can somebody else type the topic? I don't think you can see it. Can anybody see it? Can anybody see? Oh, it's showing. Oh, okay, great. It's showing. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you for joining. So I can't see it. Joy from Warrior. I see you, Queen Tiwa from Queen Tiwa. Thank you for joining. All right. So for those of you who may be seeing my face for the first time, both here on YouTube and on Instagram, my name is Cecilia Ago. I am the co-founder of Bedroom Matters International. Here we talk about all things relationship and marriage. We're teaching you how to enjoy bliss in your marriage, how to enjoy peace, harmony, and of course some hot and spicy stuffs in the bedroom. All right. I'm a certified relationship and marriage counselor, and I'm also a certified sexpert, intimacy coach, and clinical sexologist. All right. So tonight we're talking about why your husband treats you badly. Yes, topic, why your husband treats you badly. That's the topic for tonight. Why your husband treats you badly. So let me start by sharing why this is my topic for tonight. So for those of you here who are my members, who are my tribe members, the Bedroom Matters tribe members, they know this story, right? So if you know me, you know that I'm very strict on certain things. I set my boundaries and I stick to my boundaries, yeah? So when I teach women to value themselves, to bring value to their relationship. I teach them to be responsible for their happiness. Yes, there's a part for your husband to play. but there's a huge part that you ought to play as well, okay? And so I remember one Saturday morning, I woke up and I'm very goal-oriented, I'm result-oriented. So for those in my membership area, they know if I give you a task, you must follow through, you must do the task. And if for any reason you don't do the task or you can't do the task, you have to come back to me privately and tell me why you can't do the task. And if the reason is genuine or good enough, I will take it, and then you tell me when you will do that task again. And if it's not, and that's it, you're thrown out of the group. And it's not because I'm being too hard or rude or anything like that. It's because a lot of women just make excuses. We're fond of just playing the victim, you know, all of the time. And so I woke up this particular Saturday morning. We had gone to exercise, my husband and the kids and they had gone to skate, and we're on our way back. And I was reading, the community manager was asking those who have not submitted their assignment as at Friday to submit their assignment. And then by Saturday morning, I'm hearing all sorts of excuse why they couldn't do their task, their husband this, their husband that, or work that, children this. Like everybody had what they would think in their head is a valid reason, right? But in my head, it's not a valid reason. Why? Because this task we're talking about, the assignment we're talking about, is for them. It is not a go and give him a blowjob type of assignment or task. It is not a go and buy him a gift type. It's not a writing, like it's nothing sexual. This assignment is it was a very, very little but easily overlooked task for women. Thank you all so much for joining. Please send the hearts, let the hearts pop up. Let me see the hearts so that I know that my people are here watching. Okay, so this task is for women to take care of themselves. So it was about self-care. It was about self-care. And they had excuses why they could not find 30 minutes in an entire week to take care of themselves. And I was very angry in my spirit that morning. And I was typing that morning. My husband was asking me questions. I wasn't responding. I just said, babe, I'm actually typing. I'm talking to my women in the group. Please understand. And of course, my husband understands, and he just left me. By the time we got home, I was sitting under the staircase in my house. I didn't go upstairs with them. I was sitting under the staircase and I was typing. And what was I saying to this woman? I said, enough of the playing. You ladies think that if you don't take care of yourself, you miraculously will be taken care of. You think that if you don't set aside time to do things that help you. So these slides will be saved and shared on the YouTube page. I'll also make a post about it tomorrow. It won't be on Instagram, it will be on YouTube page. So yes, it'll be saved, but you can go watch it on the YouTube page, okay? All right, so we women tend to take care of everybody else but ourselves. When it comes to things that will edify our bodies, our minds, when it comes to things that will make you feel like a woman, you tend to just throw it around the corner because you feel like you have to be superwoman to everybody at every point in time. You have to take care of children, you have to take care of husband. Some of you have to take care of your parents, your siblings, work, like so many things calling your attention. And then you wonder why women are dropping dead. You're wondering why women are looking older than their ages. It's not by doing the physical part. It's not by making up and having all these heavy patches. It's not by maybe wearing the most expensive clothing item. It's not by doing your liposuction or doing breast augmentation so that you look hot on the outside. I'm talking from the inside out. Are you a relaxed woman? Are you a loved woman? Are you a woman who knows how to take care of herself? Do you set out time to relax and to lounge? Do you set out time to maybe go hang out with other women, you know, of like minds, women within your circle, women of, you know, same age? Do you spend time to do that? Have you ever taken yourself to the spa since you got married? A lot of women have never done that. Have you ever gone to the movies, just you? Or just you and your girlfriends without your husband? Have you ever come home and say, you know what, everybody answer your father's name. Today, I just want to shower, lay down, have a glass of wine and Netflix. Have you, like, are you intentional about it? You know, and I know women who have the opportunity to be intentional about these things and take care of themselves. Women whose husband will actually tell them to rest. But no. they have to be superwoman. They have to be the cleaner, the cook, the driver, the toilet cleaner. They have to be everything. And you wonder why when your husband tries to touch you at night, you're irritable. You wonder why you resent your husband. You wonder why you're always tired when it comes to making love to your husband. A lot of women have coconut head. They will not listen to their bodies. They won't listen to their husbands. They won't listen to their coaches or whoever they are listening to. And that morning I was angry. I typed, and I said to them, I said, some of you, your husband cheats and it's not his fault, it's your fault. Kasala burst. It was like, Queen Mother, what's going on this morning? What's with the basbos that you're giving everybody? Why are you being insensitive? Why are you blaming us for our husbands cheating? Why are you blaming us for our husbands coming back late? Why are you blaming us for all of this and all of that? And I said to everybody to stop typing and just read and let me pour out my heart. The truth is, any woman who has come to her own, who understands who she is, who knows herself well enough, will know what will agree with what I'm saying. I'm not saying that I'm making excuses for men who cheat or men who treat their wives badly. No. But I'm saying, can you hit your chest honestly and say to yourself that you are the it woman? You are the woman of his dreams. You are an irresistible woman. Can you beat your chest and say, I'm a goddess. I am a mysterious woman. I'm the kind of woman that my husband looks forward to going home to. Can you beat your chest and say that? So I said to them, for some of you, you're here crying every day. You're here complaining what he's not doing, what he's doing, and all of these things, that you are the reason your husband treats you badly. By the time I was done, I kid you not, more than 20% of the women in the group, there are almost 400 of us, I think there were about 400, more than 20% of these women had reached out to me privately saying that it felt like I was in their houses, pulling their ears and telling them to do the things that they're supposed to be doing. And truth is, you don't know yourself. For a lot of women who actually think that they know themselves, you don't know yourself. If you don't get to a point where your husband understands the value that is you, the value that you being in his life brings to him, if you get to a point where your husband is not afraid to lose you, then you're not doing it right. If your husband is not afraid of you getting angry, if he's uncomfortable when you are, if he's comfortable when you are crying, if your husband is comfortable when you're sad, if your husband is comfortable, like just he'll come into the room and look at you, you're crying, and he moves to the living room to go and watch football or to go and hang out with his friends, something is wrong, not with him, with you as the woman. And I'm going to tell you the reason why. One of the reasons is because you don't know who you are. As a woman, you don't know who you are. You don't know who God has made you to be. You don't know why God put all the things he put inside of you that makes you a woman. Because if you know, certain things won't happen around you. You know, your husband won't come in late, drunk. Your husband won't keep side chicks and be bold about keeping it. If he has said, he'll be hiding it so well, you will never be able to find out. But if he's doing it and you're the type that say, oh, I don't want to touch his phone now because I don't want to have heartbreak, you're deceiving yourself. We are just joking. We're not ready for this conversation. And so one of the things that I say to women is that you don't know yourself well enough to say, these are my boundaries, babe, we have to have a conversation. These are my boundaries. I mean, I'll ask you, why is it that a man can cheat on one woman and not cheat on another woman? Why? Why do you think so? Because there are men who don't cheat. There are men who are cheating because they're not getting what they want to get. It's not an excuse, but it happens. It's not an excuse. You know, why is it that a man can beat a woman while they're in Nigeria, but the moment they are abroad, in the US, UK, you no longer beat her? People think that men can't control themselves. You think that all men are dogs. All men are not dogs. Some men live with women who are lazy, who are probably dirty, women who probably are even the breadwinners of their home. But there's nothing sexy about you. There's nothing sensual about you. There's nothing alluring about you. Like, there's nothing feminine, nothing soft, nothing supple about you. And what you find now is because a lot of women are the breadwinners of their homes now, or a lot of women are economically empowered, even right from their living room, right from their bedroom, they're making more money than their husbands, or at least they're making good enough money to take care of themselves. But when you get to that status, a lot of women become masculine. They want to become like the man. They want to be in charge, make all the decision. You don't consult the man anymore. You don't make him feel like a king that he is. And I'm not coming, hitting on you from an insensitive point of view. This is a push for you to sit back, and I'm going to give you a material later next week that will help you start this journey if you want to go on this journey. It's a free material, by the way, so stay with me to the end. I'll share maybe a cover of that material, and then eventually share the material with you guys on the page. You can just click on the link somewhere and you get it for free. So I'm not pushing you or saying that the work has to be done by women, all the bulk of the work. For me, I believe that it takes two. In fact, it takes three to make a marriage work. Personally, I think it takes three. It takes the man, it takes the woman, and it takes God to make a marriage work, to make a marriage beautiful, to make a marriage truly blissful. I truly believe that. So I'm not telling you these things so that you can go and do all the work yourself. No, but there is a part that you as the woman needs to play. I know that a lot of women here pray. You're all on NSPPD in the morning. I'm there every morning, yeah? We at night, we're in Hallelujah Challenge. We're everywhere, praying, going on the mountains, fasting, and all of that. But when you stand in front of the mirror, can you actually say that, financially you're doing well, emotionally you're doing well, sexually you're doing well, every other way apart from just making money and being a prayer warrior? Are you doing well in those regards? Do you think that the moment you step out of your house that your husband may not be able to function without you? Not like you have to do everything. I'm saying if my husband doesn't speak to me 3-4 hours a day, something is wrong. He will not feel himself. He will call, and this is not bragging. It was not always like this. My husband and I worked on our marriage to become what it is today. My husband and I can talk about virtually anything. I can call him out on anything he's not doing right without fear of, oh, am I going to hurt his ego? Or is he going to feel a type of way? When I was dating, I remember saying to two guys I was going to get married before my husband, and I even said it to my husband, yeah? Hey, Wi-Fi money woman, welcome. I remember saying to them that I have zero tolerance for infidelity. Zero tolerance for infidelity. It's not a bragging thing. It's knowing who you are and what you bring to the table, right? And the two of them said, so if I cheat, what's going to happen? I said, I walk. And is that a threat? It's not a threat. I'm just telling you, when men set their boundaries, they set their boundaries, and women are not supposed to set their boundaries. No. And I don't want to raise women who think that they have to reduce themselves for their man to love them, for their husbands to love them. No. Times like that have passed. That happened in the times of our mothers. You see, the women that we have today, you need to look at yourself in the mirror and say, who am I? What do I bring to the table? Why does this man treat me the way he treats me? Why does he forget my birthday? Why doesn't he... Your husband has never surprised you. You guys have been married 20 years, 18 years, 10 years, 5 years. He's never surprised you. He has never planned a birthday for you. He has never done anything to make you feel, oh, butterflies in your tummy. Why? Why hasn't that happened? He forgets the anniversary. Your husband never stays at home to do homework with the children. Your husband never takes out the trash. Your husband doesn't take care of the kid. The husband thinks that the job of the wife is to be a housemaid. There's something amiss, and it's not in your husband, it's in you. And so I remember when I was younger, when I said to my husband when we were dating that, I told him the same thing. The day you walk, you cheat on me, I walk. So for me, my boundaries are the day you cheat, I walk. Like, you have to give me a good reason. And he said, why? I said, because I'll bring my A game. I will bring every part of me. I will not leave any stone unturned. When I was talking about this thing, bear in mind, sex was a problem for me. So it wasn't like, oh, we're having great sex. When we're dating, we're not even having sex. And I have issues with sex. But I knew that at some point when I get married, I'm going to work on that sexual part of me. You know, so I said, spiritually, I'll bring my A game. Physically, I'll be there. Financially, I'll be there. Emotionally, mentally, I will be there every step of the way. And so when we got married and sex was a problem for us, it got to a point I said to myself, Cecilia, remember you promised that this man is not going to look out there. Where is that promise? What do you have to do to fix this problem? And I went to therapy. And my husband gladly joined me. We went to therapy and, you know, walked through. So if you don't know my story, I was sexually abused several times from age 7 to 10. So, of course, that affected my mindset about sex. Look at me today, I'm talking about sex like okay, please, if you have any questions, you can leave your questions. Okay, I will come to the questions very, very soon. You can leave your questions here, or you can send it privately to me. So there's a question mark icon on your screen. You can just put it privately there if you want to put it privately, so that nobody would see it and I'll read it and, you know, attend to it. So I'm saying that every woman owes it to herself to be an irresistible woman. You need to be a sensually confident woman and a sexually confident woman. So as much as we're spiritual, we pray, we fast, we do all of that, it's in how you dress, how you look, how you carry yourself, your poise, your charisma, the colors that you wear. When you're walking, how are you walking? Are you like scattered all over the place? When you are at home, and I'm not saying do this for your husband, I'm saying do these things for you. It would make you feel a different type of way. It's only when you're able to take care of you and enjoy your space, enjoy yourself, enjoy staring at your naked body in front of the mirror, when you can enjoy wearing the lingerie for yourself, when you can figure out what part of your body is the most erogenous zone, the most, you know, sensual zone, the most pleasure points in your body. It's when you can take the mirror, put it under you, and look at your vulva and see how pretty it looks and understand what's going on down there in your body. Only when you can confidently do these things and be happy about yourself and enjoy who you are as a woman can you say, oh, my husband, how about him? Because the truth is, it's contagious. The moment you start to understand who you are, the moment you start to look at yourself in the mirror with confidence and say, you know what, even if I am in an abusive, verbally abusive marriage, my husband is always telling me that I have stretch marks, that my boobs no longer look sexy, they're no longer as perky as they used to. Even if he uses his words to beat me down, I will use the same words to build me up. And you will be the woman that looks at him and tells him, you need to stop doing this because it is wrong. I don't feel good about it. And I'm not saying be rude about it. You need to learn to be assertive, because the truth is, the man would continue to do that because he knows you will continue to take it, period. It's not about, oh, she doesn't have money. You know, most people will say stuff like, you know, because she's not financially capable. I know women who are wealthy, but they're stuck in that abusive marriage because they don't have any self-worth. It's about you. It's about you as a woman. When was the last time you looked at yourself in the mirror and said, damn, I'm beautiful, I'm gorgeous? You look at those folds, the Michelin around your stomach, and say, yes, this is a sign of a woman who has given birth, who had birthed you. And even if you've not, this is who you are as a woman. If you need to work on your body, by all means work on your body, but look at the body you currently live in now and tell yourself that you're sexy, you're beautiful. Shut the door. Go naked, look at yourself in the mirror. Tell yourself, I'm gorgeous. Look at your boobs, look at your tummy, look at your body. Take a pose in front of the mirror. If you like, what I like to do, you know, encourage men to do is, you know, wear your lingerie, not for your husband, wear your lingerie, you know, get on your heels and just strut in front of, just take one foot in front of the other, one foot in front of the other, and just enjoy the gorgeous woman that you are. It's not about size. It's not about being a size 0, a size 6, a size 8. You can be a size 24 and be goddamn confident in your body. And confidence attracts. I kid you not. If I step into a room filled with 50 men, 50 women, if I step in, all of them will look at me. They will look my way. It's not bragging. I worked at it. Why? The way I would walk in, the way I will carry myself, the way my shoulder and my head is standing up high, and then I give you a smile. I can be flirty without opening my eyes, and I don't have to do it. I don't have to do all those nasty stuff. It's a skill. It's something that I'm so, that morning I was so angry. I'm so passionate about moving forward, teaching women to be sexually confident for themselves, teaching them to be classy, teaching them to be elegant, to be graceful, to be irresistible, to be unforgettable. The last time you had an unforgettable sex was probably the night of your honeymoon, if ever you had sex on your honeymoon, if ever. Hey, people on YouTube, if ever. So what makes you a woman? What makes you irresistible? What makes you an unforgettable woman? What makes you do something or go to work and your husband, is probably in a compromising situation? Maybe his secretary comes in with all these body-fitted bodycon dresses and she's trying to rub her chest, on his arm. What kind of woman are you that something like that will be happening and your husband will caution the person and call his wife to tell his wife exactly what has just happened? Are you the type that even when your husband tries to be open with you and tell you what just happened, you say, hey, it's because you cannot respect yourself. That's why stuff like that is happening. Do you even build him up? Do you allow him be him? Who are you as a woman? You're the type that they have to beg to take care of herself. They have to beg you. Some of you wear wig. What is under your wig? It has been there for 2 months plus. It's smelling. You've not even as little as washed it. The cornrow is ugly. At home, you look like a mad woman. Your house girl, your house help is looking prettier and finer than you even while you're at home. Are you that type of woman? Are you that type of wife? Are you that type of even girlfriends? When you're at home, look good. I'm not saying wear makeup. I'm not saying, just be fully dressed up. No, if you're wearing trousers, if you're wearing shorts, just be clean, be coordinated, be well put together. I'm not wearing makeup. I'm not. Because I know that I'm lazy with makeup. I've got, a lot of you know this by now if you're not new here. I had my microblading done. This has been for 4 years. Can you see? Nothing. For 4 years. Because it will make me look good. I just took out my lashes today. I'm getting back on it tomorrow. So even when I'm home, I didn't have to quickly get home, get to dress up and make up to come here. But I'm looking good because I'm intentional about it. And it doesn't take me anything to do it. And I'm not doing it for anybody. I'm doing it for me because it makes me feel good. When I stand in front of my mirror, I gush about me. I gush about who God created. God took his time on me. Did God take his time on you? Can you confidently say that God took his time on you? And if God did, how are you taking care of it? Hey, Queen Nini, I see you. Sexpert Doctor, thank you for joining. All right, so we've been talking for close to 25 minutes or more, or 30 minutes, I'm not sure. So if you have any questions, now will be a good time. Now will be a good time. Let me see your questions. And then if you want to also come up live with me, just make a request, okay? Make a request and then I'll bring you up live. This is supposed to be a quick 30 minutes. It's the live. When you look good, you feel good. Absolutely. When you look good, you feel good. And you smell good though. Don't go and be smelling like ogiri. Don't go and be smelling horrible. Again, if you can't do this for you, do it for the children that you're raising. They are watching you. They are learning. You're inspiring them, whether positively or negatively. You are inspiring them. You are. Thank you, Mama. Thank you. I'm good. I'm good. All right. So I hope that I've not pushed some of you off the fence. I hope I've not made some people go to one corner and they're going to start crying or feeling sorry for themselves. No, that's not the intention. The intention is to push you to look inwards and look at yourself and say, is this the life that I wanted for myself when I was growing up? Is this the kind of marriage that I wanted for myself? So this is Chai Ogirikwa. Yes. Okay, so I'm seeing some questions come up. Somebody says, please, ma'am, I'm in a relationship. I feel verbally abused. He doesn't want to listen to me, and the complaint is a lot. It's a distance relationship. I don't know if it's a marriage relationship or just a dating relationship. So I'm going to speak on both sides. Please, you can also write, give me a response. Is this a marriage relationship or not? So I can also give you a more tailored response. Now, if it's a relationship, you have not married yet. He have not put a ring on it. He have not come to your parents to say, I have found a flower in your compound with his people. They've not done wedding. They've not done nothing. It's just, a relationship, yes? And he's verbally insulting you. I will tell you to run. 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 She says they're dating. Run. Okay? It doesn't get better. It is better to have a broken relationship than to have a broken marriage. And I'm telling you for free, I don't know how old you are, because again, most women would say, oh, they're biological clock. But it's better to be married late and marry the right person and be happy than to marry out of desperation, marry the wrong person, and then you're moving from pillar to post, from mountain to mountain, praying every day for the man to see you differently and love you differently. The truth is, your body is going to change. As a woman, when you get married, your body will change. You will put on weight. You will get pregnant. You will have children. Your perky breast will fall like slippers. Your perky breast, it will no longer be there. Those flat tummy, they will sag at some point. They will be big at some point. You can work it out. It will get back to what it was or even better. But what happens in those moments? Say, for instance, you get pregnant. I know some pregnancy can really, really mess with a woman's self-confidence. Her nose will not be from here like Pinocchio. You become dark. You may not look as good as you thought you would look in pregnancy. What do you think will happen when you're physically not that it for whatever reason in that relationship or marriage? So if it's a relationship, run. Better still, if you think that this person is a good person and you feel like from everything that I've spoken about tonight that he's doing it because you have been taking it, then maybe it's time to set healthy boundaries. It's time to call him and say, hey, boo, hey, boyfriend, when you say this and say this and say this, I do not appreciate it. It is wrong. And please, you need to stop saying it. You need to stop verbally abusing me. You need to stop calling me names. You need to do X, Y, Z. And be very, very specific and assertive when you're telling him this. So expert doctor says, she did think thank you for telling her to run, right? Be assertive. Now, when you tell him all of this, the things that you don't like, and he does not stop it, then that is your cue to move. So first of all, say have a conversation with him. Second up, I will say if he keeps to it and listens to you, then you both have a chance. But if he doesn't, run. I'll give you a quick story. My husband and I, when we were dating, now if you don't know, my husband is a comedian, so he yabs people for a living, you understand. And one day we were driving somewhere, I can't remember where, in a car together. We were not married at this point. And my husband was joking. We were joking, and then all of a sudden my husband called me annual hair, which is bushmeat in English. And it's a yab that people yab themselves. Like, it's not such a big deal, but it is to me. I personally know my value. I know my worth. I know what I want, what I do not want. I know what I can take and what I cannot take. The moment he called me that, I stopped him in his tracks. Do not ever call me annual hair again. Never. And he was like, oh, I was just joking. No, I didn't. I'm like, I know. That's what I'm telling you. Let it not happen again. We were dating at this point. We've been married 12 years and counting. September this year will be 13 years. He has never. He still will say it to his friends, like, when they're around themselves, people who are okay with it, and that's fine. But I'm not okay with it, so don't use it on me. So if you're in a relationship, you can try this and see how it goes, okay? I hope that this helps you. Please keep the questions coming. If you're in a marriage, I would say do the same thing. Don't run. Have a conversation with your husband. Let him know, okay, that you don't appreciate this, you don't appreciate that. List them out for him. And let him know that you're not saying it from a place of whatever. You just want to feel good about yourself. And what he's doing is killing you. You don't like it. A good husband will apologize, even kiss you and hug you and say, I won't do it anymore. But a child in an adult's clothes, a male adult's body, will laugh at you. Most of the time, that's how he was raised. He was raised to not have respect for women. He probably grew up seeing his father do that to his mother. And he has a lot of baggage and trauma from where he's coming from. So again, you need to maybe figure out what his problems and issues are. Delve into his past. Who raised him? Who is his mentor? And see if you can also find a way to help him. Because now you're in a marriage, you can't just up and run away, okay? So there will be a level of some help that you need to bring his way. And in subsequent live classes, I will share with you, how you can also help your husband without him knowing that you're helping him. He will think he's helping himself, but you are actually the one helping him, okay? But let's come back to the topic of discussion. If you speak to him and he doesn't change and he continues to call you those names, I would suggest that, first of all, focus on you. Maybe he's calling you fat. Maybe he's telling you that you're useless. You need to focus on you. You need to ask yourself, who am I? See, you guys need to go through this book that I'm talking about. I'm going to put it out there next week. It's called Unleash. It's called Unleash. I'll post it maybe on my story after this class. So after this class, just go to my story and you'll see it, Unleash, and then I'll share it for free next week, yeah? You need to read that book because the book will challenge you with very strong questions. I think we have about 15 questions in the book. So it's like a master class in the book. You need to know who you are. You need to write down who you are. You need to start to affirm who you are. When you know who you are, you start to operate in the person that you are. It will be difficult for your husband not to notice that something has changed. So for instance, when you've done the work and you're now confident in who you are, and maybe when he calls you those names, you either shout back at him or call him names back, or you go and cry. But now the new you, he calls you the same name. You don't even blink. You don't even act like, it's like somebody pouring water on oil skin. Like it just slips right off the skin. That's who you now become to him. When you've changed you from inside out, even he will notice that something has changed. Something is remarkable about my wife. That's why I said you need to do the inside job to becoming an irresistible woman. It starts with you. So talk to him, find him help however, but get help for yourself. Understand who you are and get up and go. If you need to change your body, you need to work out and eat less, watch your diet, and so that you're looking hot. If you need to be exercising so that you have more energy. If you need to change your looks, maybe change your wardrobe, change your circle of friends, change what you listen to, change how you carry yourself. What's going on here? The man will begin to wonder. All right? I hope that this has answered your question. Somebody says, wrong with your shoes on your hands. Abio. Hey, people. My husband is in the building. Please celebrate MC Amana for me. That's my man, my king.